Please welcome for his New York debut, Tim Leinroth.
All right.
Thank you very much for your applause. First thing I want to say is that comedy is not new to me. I've been breaking up psychiatrists for the past 30 years. Anyway, I'm a recent graduate of the GCC Comedy Club, and it was never my intention to play the comic role like I'm doing now. I just wanted to hone my joke-telling skills. See, the thing is, I have this problem, and it's I'm very phobic. And when I get up in front of people, I get really nervous. And too bad I don't have a microphone to squeeze, or my legs are kind of wobbly. You know what I feel like? Do you want to know what I feel like?
Yeah. Yes.
I feel like a 15-year-old buying his first porno. You remember that, guys?
I remember, yeah.
I know you all remember. All right, let's get the guys. All right. See, porno's gone high-tech these days. The magazines are going out of business. It used to be that guys would go to porno houses wearing ponchos. Remember that?
Yeah, still have it.
That doesn't happen anymore. Now if you want to get off, you go to the public library. And everybody's perving out at noon on the internet. So anyway, what can I talk about? I guess everybody here has an ancestry or a heritage that they're very proud of. Okay? Now, I'm part of Irish on my mother's side, you see. And my mother's intensely proud of anything that's remotely Irish. So the last time I saw her, my mother says to me, "Tim, I'm so proud of you. Of all of my children, you're the one who takes after the Irish side the most." And so I say to my mother, I say, "Mom, why is that? You know, is that because I'm loyal? Is it because I'm courageous, fearless, take care of my own?" My mother says, "No, it's not that. It's because you're an alcoholic." Yeah, see. Yeah, alcoholism really crimps your style, okay? It has a drastic effect in your life. I'm very indebted to Domino's Pizza, because if it weren't for those guys, I would become an anorexic. Another thing about alcoholism is that you learn all sorts of skills that you never knew you had. Now, before I was an alcoholic, I didn't know that I could sing. So I'd sing along the radio. My favorite pop song was Freedom by Wham. Remember Wham, George Michael, and somebody else, what it was. So I'd sing along, I go, "I don't want your freedom, but I just want you." So, anybody ever seen these obnoxious bumper stickers? I know you've seen them. Proud parent of an honor student at Joe Jones High School. Who gives a rat's ass? Doesn't that make you want to find a kid, beat the crap out of them? Then after that, you go after their parents, you know. So anyway, I think it's kind of unfair of me to always talk about other people, so I should talk about myself. How's that? Okay, so I'm 57 years old. I'm never married. Don't jump to conclusions. It's not all bad, okay? See, when you're single, you don't have to answer to anybody. So I just recently, I saw 3 Peter Frampton concerts. Nobody says, "You spent $200 on what?" You know, I didn't have to worry about that, okay? So, but there is a downside to being single, okay? As I'm a very intensely lonely person. It's gotten really bad. As a matter of fact, it's gotten to the point where I actually enjoy wrong numbers. I mean, I had somebody call me the other day and they say, "Hello, is Joe there?" And I say, "Speaking." Then they say, "So how's it going, Joe?" And I say, yeah, things are getting pretty rough. You know, kids going to college next year, wifey had to get a second job, goes on and on. After a while, I figured it out. I'm not Joe, I'm just jerking them off. So that's, no, I had this unfulfilled wish, and maybe someday it'll come true, okay? My unfulfilled wish is that, see what happens is when I'm at the bus stop, waiting for the bus to come by, you know, Amherst is a college town, kids get kind of rowdy. They have a lot of cop cars going back and forth. And I keep wishing that one of the cop cars would stop and they try to arrest me. This is so I'd have somebody to talk to. see the cop can say, you have the right to remain silent. And I'll say, wow, tell me more. Anything you say can and will be used against you. I'll say, great, love it, you know. So, oh, by the way, I don't know if I told you this. I gotta tell you about the most erotic experience of my entire lifetime. This is when I got pulled over by a lady cop. Man, this chick was hot. She was like 20 years old, perfect figure, blonde hair. She had this breathy Marilyn Monroe voice. And she says, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" I said, no. "You were doing 50 and 35 miles an hour, so." "Oh, really? And then she says, "How much have you been drinking?" And I say, Then she says, "Oh, we know who you are. You're an AA." I said, yeah, every week, you know. But I mean, our interaction was only 45 seconds, but I'm telling you one thing. This chick could take me down to the station. I would waive my rights to a lawyer, and she would have interrogated me all night long. So anyway, you know, I'm the type of person, I do a lot of thinking, okay? And very recently, I had an epiphany. Now, you guys all know what epiphany is, don't you?
Yeah.
Epiphany is when you say, "Eureka! I found it! The ultimate truth!" So I finally figured out why I'm lonely. The reason I'm lonely is because I don't like people. No, I like dogs. Now, I have a question for everybody here. I want you guys to be totally honest, because I've been honest with you, okay? I want to know if there's anybody here who hasn't had a certain thought go through their mind. Now, I'm not saying you sit down and ruminate over it. I'm just saying that for a brief second, it's in your mind, and you say, bad thought, go away. Okay? Is there anybody here who has not considered swapping their spouse for a golden retriever?
Absolutely. Are you on leave? Sorry, Tim.
Let's compare dogs with people, okay? You don't have to buy jewelry for your dog. You just give them one of these collars and the doggy tags. That's fine for them. Another thing about dogs is when you talk to your dog always listens. He sits there and looks you in the eye, and he nods his head, you know. People never do that. Especially couples. Now, what people do is they pretend to listen when they're not. They just sit there, and then they change the subject. That's the way people are, right?
Absolutely.
So now, another thing about dogs, let's compare dinner and a movie with your wife with dinner and DVD with your dog. See, the thing is that, see, when you take your wife out for dinner, you have to take her out to an expensive restaurant. Then, to add insult to injury, you have to see something like under the Tuscan sun for the third time. So that makes me wonder. I have a question. I don't know the answer, and I know you don't know the answer. Why do people get married? But anyway, so I figured I'll admit I was going to tell my therapist about this, okay? And I was going to tell her about my, you know,